Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to give you guys a recap on a new episode of Nanatsu no Taizai, Fundo no Shinpan, or the 7 Deadly Sins on Dragon's Judgment on episode 6. Now, this episode right here looks like to me our characters are in major big trouble, but that ending says otherwise, so if anything else, let's just get this started right away. We have to it that after the opening, obviously from the get-go, we see to it that Sario and Tomio perish at Mael's attack after Sario and Tomio exchange words with each other, wondering why the heck did you let him go, Mael, this was our only chance to save Mael, and now we ruined it. Forgive me, Supreme Deity, that I failed as an Archangel, And of course, Mael, who's trying to absorb all the commandments, that he has within him, and apparently is causing a lot of chaotic destruction right now in his wake, with every freaking damage he's doing right now, and it looks like to me things are not looking so great As the episode continues on in its own situation, we see to it that somehow Deanne with the help of Oslo shows up in front of King and Gotha right now, and that we also get to know from Sariel that he talks about the Fairy King or Gotha are the only ones possibly handle a Mael right now, because light or darkness will not even phase this guy at all, whatever the case may be. We had too that Deanne shows up and asks what the heck happened, and Gotha gives her the full story just by sending a message to her mind with his attack, etc. And Deanne's like, oh my gosh, are you freaking serious right now? And we see to it that Mael ends up completing its transformation, and it looks like to me things are really looking bad right now for the time being, and it's looking much, much worse. And we see to it that Mael ends up making his freaking haphazard attack whatsoever, starting with this one called Sparkling Gem of Love, and it looks like to me it's like killing his opponents when they are accepting pleasure whatsoever, But thanks to Gother's help whatsoever, they managed to get away from that attack that could have killed them, And then we see to it that Deanne, King, and Gother ends up combining their powers together, where Deanne uses her dance abilities to power up King, where King enters his sixth form of the true spirit Chastafel and the freaking Yggdrasil armor cloth whatsoever, and Gother ends up doing illusions enough to fool Mael. But Mael counteracts with his power known as the Bell of Truth and destroys all of the illusions of what Gother did with King, Eventually Mael will end up using the next commandment in order to do some damage against King and Deanne by using the scythe of silence, disabling the magic powers whatsoever. Because of that, we have to it that Gotha tries to do a suicide bombing against Mael, which apparently combined with some maximum strength of Merlin's Infinity, Sunshine, and then four major elements of destruction, it should be able to do some damage against Mael. But unfortunately for Gother, he will not be able to self-destruct himself to actually damage Mael or to stop him, and because of that, he ends up, because of Mael using incense of chastity, managing to put Gother in a heavy illusion, where he ends up meeting Naja in a freaking illusion, and knows that this is an illusion but can't seem to stop it. And we see to it that Mael ends up trying to use the freaking Sparkling Gem of Love once more to do the freaking destruction nuclear bomb, but we see to it that Oslo takes the blow in order to protect King, and unfortunately for Oslo, it ends up costing his life protecting King and everyone else, Eventually, we see to it that Mael ends up using Sparkling Gem of Love once more to try to do a nuclear bomb, but Deanne uses her sacred treasure as a lightning rod to direct the attack to the earth of where they're standing at right now. And Hawk asks, why didn't you use that attack before? But we get to know that this thing redirects the attack to the earth, and that if it went to the land of Britannia, it would do a lot of damage. But because they are on top of a floating area right now, they are able to do that move that Deanne did, like a lightning rod, attract the attack that Mael tries to use and redirect it to the floating land obstacle they're at because no one's in the way and everything is fine. But unfortunately, it took about 2 more hits and destroyed the entire platform, you know? With Hawk having to capture Gother, and we have to it that Hawk tries to look for King, but unfortunately can't find King. King feels really ridiculous, but after like remembering his promise with Diane and knowing that the words of Gluxinia goes through his mind, you know, by saying you're gonna be a strong. Your wings only sprouted. Once it fully grows, you're gonna be the strongest fairy king there is in all of history. That much is considered, or that much is gonna be said, you know. And we see to it that somehow King managed to like get rid of the curse of silence, or the sack of silence curse onto his body, and later on reveals his true form. But not before what Elizabeth is trying to help Diane from not falling to her death from gravity, you know, and she ends up being attacked by Mael right now, but Mael gets pushed away by King's true form of the Fairy King, you know. And as I said, like Gluxinia did tell King, like once you reach your full wing, once your wings fully grown to their full size, you're gonna be considered to be the strongest Fairy King in all of history, you know, etc. You know, and preview next episode. Looks like to me things are about to like crack open, and it's called Hope, Discord, and Despair, you know, and that's about it. And episode ends up there with the preview next episode. So in this episode, we get to see how dangerously what happened to Mael. He ends up having to transform a bit, but he even knows how to use the commandments to their nastiest ability, you know, like Sparkling Gem of Love being a nuclear bomb whatsoever, and then let's see here, Bell of Truth able to disable the illusions that Gother used for King in order to like take on Mael, and then like whatchamacallit, what's the next? The Scythe of Silence able to disable the magic powers of King and Diane, and then like let's see here, the Incense of Chastity in order to distract Gother so he doesn't self-destruct to do any damage against Mael whatsoever, you know. And then, you know, King feeling helpless but remembers the encouragement words from Meliodas and Gluxinia, and then ends up sprouting his full wings and gets ready to like take on Mael in his full fairy form, you know. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace out. Bye bye. Toot toot.